Nada más estoy grabando para mi protección.
Aquí graba lo que sea, graba lo que sea. A mí no me importa. Que sepas lo que haces con el seguro social. Que sepas cómo engañas al seguro social. Que sepas todo lo que recibes del seguro social, sabiendo que te haces pasar por loco y no estás loco nada. Nada más agarras a la gente de pendeja. Eso es lo que eres. Un vividor que nunca jamás trabajó en su vida. Que le gusta agarrar dinero del gobierno a pura mentira. Grábalo, graba todo.
Sara,
Graba todo para que te lleven preso.
tú dijiste que estaba molestando a Carlos.
Graba para que te lleven preso todo lo que engañas. Agarras estampillas para ti. Y vas a pedir comida y las estampillas las vendes. Graba.
Digo,
Graba todo esto.
tú dijiste que estaba molestando a Carlos.
Tú ves en YouTube todo lo que haces.
Tú,
Sábalo. Que engañas al gobierno. Recibe cheque y puedes ir a trabajar.
tú-
Recibe cheque y estás trabajando con YouTube. YouTube es tu cómplice. Graba y súbelo. Que tú trabajaste para ayudar con tus hijos. Sube todo eso. Todo lo que debes de dar porque nunca trabajaste. Sube todo eso. Graba para tu protección. Si de veras tienes peligro aquí, porque no te mudas y pagas un apartamento de $1,800. Sube.
tú dijiste que anda molestando a Carlos. Tú dijiste que están molestando a Carlos.
¿Quién está molestando a Carlos?
Tú me dijiste.
No, lo que está pasando aquí es por problema tuyo mental, que tú te estás grabando a la gente y se la están poniendo con Mike y Carlos. Como el señor dice que Mike que anda poniendo grabaciones de él.
Carlos.
Mike eres tú mentalmente.
All right, ex-wife just left. Ex-wife just left. On the plate. These kind of packs continue. Ex-wife video. Now, once again, this is what Secure officials are striving for. Remember, victims are preconditioned to respond at home. Ex-wife reaction response. There we go. Community gang spotting. There we go. So ex-wife reaction response after I responded by blocking off all the windows with cardboard. Okay? So ex-wife reaction response, yelling and screaming, and of course she has no idea what's going on. Okay? She does not want me recording because her life is being threatened. Just imagine what happened to my oldest son, Carlos Rodriguez. The police officers wearing a uniform with a shield and helmet and ready to break down the door. Okay, my son was approached in the garage May 1st, 2026 at U.S. Marshal, May 1st, 2026, Friday in afternoon. This is daily contact begin on operation in traffic. And you guys just witnessed the reason why for the bright light harassment is being utilized from next door, 5135 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60844. Once again, I don't take it personally because she has no idea. Of course, it is called a game of manipulation for this specific reason. Now, but other than that, it's just another day as far as state fraud mental health hospital inpatient in traffic. And remember, the police officers in the area, in my case, Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right warrant set 2, waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police report, arrest, court date, order of protection, document a history of mental health issue illness once the victim's family responds by calling 911. Because obviously you're concerned, okay? Now, the only reason my ex-wife didn't call the police was because she's late for work. That's right. She has to get to work, and she doesn't have time to get into that. But she's blaming me for the police officer stopping by and harassing my oldest son, Carlos Rodriguez, May 1st, 2026, Friday, in the afternoon. Okay? Now remember, I was supposed to respond to Homeowner Martinez, Homeowner Martinez's wife, once she left through the back garage with her youngest son. I was supposed to respond. She returned later. She was posted right next to Board of Education District 99 building, waiting just for me. That's the reason the mob, Board of Education District 99 female, black Mercedes-Benz, was instructed to drive the opposite direction. I didn't respond. I was watching TV. Okay? So, the electronic harassment from any electrical source outage. I responded by looking outside the window. Homeowner Martinez, once again, instructed to go underneath my window, catfish. And obviously, I went back to watching TV and eating, and that was it. But shortly after, the police officer showed up in force. And this is their true intention. This is how it's all the same equation. There we go. It's all the same equation at the end to document the victim with a history of mental health issue illness to avoid long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues or radiation loss. See how that works? The email manipulation, daily time of tax and traffic. Okay? So the community gang stalking continues, and obviously it was another failed attempt. But ex-wife's reaction and response, they were depending on her to respond by calling 911. Remember, my ex-wife has been threatened as far as leaving postcards in the mailbox. That's the reason she does not want me recorded. She saw the spam here, and well, this is the after effects of my ex-wife responding. See that? That's the after effect right here. Okay? This is the after effect. But she knows what she's doing because she didn't break her own TV. See that? She didn't break her own TV, so she knows exactly what she's doing. But that cardboard, I forgot to remove it, and that's when she got the hint that I am recording. Okay? She broke the vase. She threw it on the floor out of anger, of course. And I'm cooking, so she also threw, I haven't gotten to the kitchen yet. All right, we are waiting here to see if there's any activity. And the current time, 1:57 p.m., 1:57 p.m., May 6th, 2026, Wednesday afternoon, 1:57 p.m. Obviously, covering up the windows, it took me some time to remove the items from the window. So that's why she got mad, because she's late for work, and I couldn't let her in right away because I had to remove all the items from the window. Okay? So we are standing by. 1:57 p.m., 1:57 p.m., May 6th, 2026, Wednesday. Yeah, focus. And this is another example. I always state, I always suggest, if you do not want to be a victim of state-run mental health hospital inpatient entrapment, simply remove all the cardboard from the window. Okay? Now, the cardboard on the window, it's a cloudy day today. But the bright light harassment is being used for this specific this is it. And you saw the reaction and response of my ex-wife. Okay? It was a failed attempt. But remember, Thomas officials are working on a harassment case against me. But most important of all, they want me to stop. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There we go. The mailbox exchange, child endangerment of narcotics continues. And this is it right here. This individual doesn't live here. And he is clearly parked away from camera view. This is a clear example of Thomas Central Mayor, very dominant, open for business. There's a reason why there's no address identification on this property. No work permit displayed, even though the individuals are sneaking in quietly while my ex-wife is here. And while sleeping, I cannot record, of course, because of her reaction and response. This is a senior citizen involved in criminal activity of trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. The narcotics are pre-placed inside the mailbox, resealed, and ready for pickup. And of course, he is social acting, looking over the mail, make sure it's his. He doesn't live there. Okay, he doesn't live there. That is grandma's boyfriend, and grandma's boyfriend has a twin brother as well. To avoid any suspicious activity, that's the reason that children are involved, senior citizens, migrants, and Hawthorne track race horses. There we go. So, what took place? He took the mail, and the mail carrier has not arrived yet. Way too early. 2 p.m., May 6th, 2026, Wednesday afternoon. There we go. And the mail carrier hasn't arrived yet. And look at where he parked at. Away from camera view. Away from camera view. There we go. So, no police officers in the area. Why? Because they were waiting for my ex-wife to make that call. See that? They were waiting for her to make that call. But my ex-wife is a pretty smart one. She pretty much knows what's going on, especially once she's gonna start reviewing our videos. Remember, she has no idea what's going on. My family has no idea, but I continue to be harassed electronically. Okay, high frequencies and electromagnetic field waves attacking the brain. Previously, all this information is on our social media platform. Okay, here we go. 2:01 p.m., May 6th, 2026, Wednesday. The mailbox exchange has begun. So, he grabbed the mail. Grandma's gonna open up the mail, insert the narcotics, reseal it, and then place it back inside the mailbox. That's how that works, okay? And that's the reason Thomas officials, one of the reasons Thomas officials they don't want me recording because there's children involved in that. Children involved, specifically trained for this purpose. This individual right here, 5132, instructed to park his truck there to block our view from what's going on, okay? And he's utilizing the 2 other vehicles for trafficking and distribution and packaging of narcotics all year round, indoor and out, golf course, recreational facilities. Number of trap houses in the area, 5130 is 1. Okay, the Candyman parking away from camera view, the migrants, and the first floor. If we go back to February 27th, 2026, a U.S. Marshal fake catch and release father and son. The father continues hiding from camera view to avoid incriminating the U.S. Marshal and Thomas Mayor, Mary Dominant, both in public. That's right. A misuse of public revenue funds, taxpayers' money, and obviously we're going to need it. There we go. Community gang soccer. Obviously, we're going to need it once the flooding starts in the summertime. Okay, it always floods in the summertime, and people are depending for that emergency fund. And another, Morton High School students not being protected by Thomas Central officials and law enforcement, spending all their time and resources, and of course, this is what they're working on. This is what they're working on, guys. They are working periodically right from next door. 5135, second floor hideout, to create family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust, anger. Okay, so this is my command center right here. I record everything. Okay, front view seats to everything. Trap house number 1, 5130. Trap house number 2, 5132. 5132. A unique style as far as layout of the garage connected next door to 5130. The the dog store owner, obviously, candy boxes and narcotics targeting children and young teens. That's the dollar store owner right there hiding from camera. Construction workers in the area. That's right. These are customers. On video. Oh, look at what we have here. 5139, brother and sister, 5139, brother and sister, no job, no school, wearing Amazon vest uniform to avoid any suspicious activity. Look at all the stickers that they have on their windshield to give the impression that they're legit, okay? But this is the brother and sister that we have on video participating in the game of manipulation, baby come attacks, for entrapment purposes, applicable confrontation. There we go. There we go. That's a nod. They're a little upset. They're a little upset. Why? Because it failed. This mumbo gumbo jumbo failed. What's going to happen now? I'll tell you what's going to happen now. My ex-wife and my sons, my family, they're going to take a good hard look at the YouTube channel. And guess what? My ex-wife's friends and family members, they're going to find out why is Miguel Rodriguez, willing to take that risk, that his ex-wife is going to react in this manner. It's well worth it, guys. Yes, I am mindful of my ex-wife's wishes. Yes, I do not wish no ill feelings. Remember, Thomas Central Police Department, May 1st, 2026, Friday, in the afternoon, they made that phone call to my ex-wife at her job. That's right. She fainted at her job. Okay? So sooner or later, her co-workers are going to figure out exactly what's going on. Why is she fainting at her job? And why is Thomas Central Police Department inquiring and asking her questions about me, Miguel Rodriguez, when supposedly they're looking for Mr. Bravo, a prank phone call that someone made. That was a response from a police officer named by Morano. The police officer named Morano made that statement. I recorded the statement from my son, okay? And he doesn't know I was recording. Just like my ex-wife, she doesn't know I'm recording what's taking place here every day. So, this is for documentation purposes, of course, of State Fraud Mental Health Hospital inpatient entrapment. And this is how victims are preconditioned at home. Remember, the family members, sooner or later, they will call 911, okay? The family members, sooner or later, they will place an order of protection. You will not be able to come back home, okay? The family members, sooner or later, will sign off on legal rights, okay? Constant mental health hospital evaluation, victims lose their credibility. That's right. Disbelief, mistrust, anger. And obviously, they're going to think something's wrong with their family members. They're concerned, and they will call 911. My ex-wife's statement on video, she said, there's nothing wrong with you, Miguel. She said it in Spanish. There's nothing wrong with you, Miguel. That's why she didn't call 911. Okay? She knows there's nothing wrong with me. But my action, as far as covering up the windows, obviously she's going to respond in this manner. And the police officers, the reason you don't see the police officers in this area is because they were waiting for her to make that call. I'm telling you. They were waiting. That's why they're not here. Why are the police officers not passing by here? Because of fear of self-incrimination. They do not want the public to know what is behind the intent of the bright light harassment. What is behind the intent of the hyping up? Okay, so constant mental health hospital evaluation, victims lose their credibility. Family withdrawal will happen. Family placing an order of protection. Family signing up for legal rights. Family awarding the victim to the state mental health institute. That's right. Citing incoherent victims, nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place. Plenty of second character witnesses in the area, especially the family members, once they create disbelief and mistrust among their family members and their friends and obviously social media. Okay? So there we have it, guys. The individual is waiting for the command signal. I'm just buying a little time. The individual is waiting for the command signal, as you can see. He already got the mail. And the mail carrier has not arrived yet. The mail carrier usually arrives after 3:30 or 2:30. Okay? So we shall see. 2:10 p.m. May 6, 2026, Wednesday afternoon. Another plane attack by Thomas Mayor, David Dominic, and Thomas officials working periodically signed contract with the Martinez family right next door. And let's not forget, Nello Greco and his nephew Anthony Chilola and the rest of his family are waiting for something to happen to me so they can go ahead and move in discreetly 5132. Okay, 5132, the first floor remains vacant. I filled the petition with a tax repair, tax evasion, January 8th, 2025, regarding 5132 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. There it is. And there's nothing wrong with my ex-wife, okay? Because if there was, that would be the first thing she breaks. She knows I watch TV once in a while. She didn't break the TV. She did not touch the TV. But she did damage, I believe, oh, there we go. My son's Xbox. That's my son's Xbox that she threw on the floor, okay? My son's Xbox. My son is going to be very upset. My son lent me that, okay? But my son is going to find out why she's reacting in that way. My son is going to find out why Thomas officials are wasting disregard, misuse of emergency taxpayers' funds. Okay? Over $1 million. May 1st, 2026, Friday, was spent on me. And let's not forget, also, February 27th, 2026, U.S. Marshal Friday as well, at 3 p.m., U.S. Marshal fake catch and release father and son arrest, and the father continues hiding to avoid incriminating the U.S. Marshal and current Mayor Larry Dominic. We have the video footage of the individual that was a fake arrest returning back in a four-door red Jeep of his wife away from Canada. And we have him opening and closing the door, looking around, wearing the same clothes he arrived in. He was instructed to stay away to avoid incriminating the U.S. Marshal involved in criminal activity of this sort and a current mayor, Larry Dominic. A total disregard for public safety, blocking the back alley and the front in both instances. create panic. That's the reason the police officers, as soon as they arrived, and I responded to the electronic harassment, they proceeded by walking up my steps and hiding behind the tree. Okay, hiding behind the tree with shields and a baton to break down the door. There we go. There we go. Make some more noise. I will spill the beans. I will spill the beans. I am excited. I am excited. This is exactly the reason why I am here. Okay? I want to take advantage of what's going on here. Remember, my ex-wife has no idea, nor my family members. Okay? Ex-wife will be leaving to Mexico soon. She will be retired. Without a victim, such as I, you will not be able to open up a state fraud. Dog barking at command signal. Dog barking at command signal. Now, the reason the dog barking at command signal, obviously, they want me to walk or towards the window. Okay? And, of course, there's broken glass. Okay? There's broken glass there. So they want me to take a walk, slip, and fall. Oh, there we go. There, told you. It didn't take that long for tunnel officials to respond. And that building department inspector, look at that. That building department inspector driving right by this resident that has no address identification and no work permit displayed at 5130. And the dog barking at command signal. There we go. This vehicle just arrived, so we shall see if there's anything else here. We shall see. This vehicle just arrived on command signal. Instructions given on command signal. Dog barking at command signal. We are waiting. Dog barking at command signal has stopped. Right next door, guys. I'm telling you, they're very aware of my location and activities. Instructions given on command signal. Okay? This is how they're able to transmit. There we go. Transmit and transfer high frequencies and electromagnetic field waves to the brain. That's right, to the brain. And now this individual is just waiting inside the vehicle. Is it the Uber Eats? The food is about to get cold. That's right, the food is about to get cold. The Uber Eats, I'm not sure. I'm not sure now. But we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay? We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. 2:16 p.m. May 6th, 2026, Wednesday afternoon. Dog barking on command signal, same time frame as the building inspector, constitutional official, and this white van parking at my doorstep. Okay, so we're gonna figure this out. The dog is no longer barking. The dog is no longer barking. Okay, we're gonna stay focused, guys. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Now, we're gonna wait. Standing by. 2:17 p.m. I am cooking. Dog barking on command signal continues or stopped? I guess it stopped. Okay. 2:17 p.m. Wednesday, May 6, 2026. Ex-wife reaction and response, once I responded to the bright light harassment covering up our windows. Okay? Looks like she uncovered my food, but okay. All right, she didn't damage anything. Dog barking on command signal continues. But she did open this up. But she didn't break no window. Okay, but she did uncover the wall. Okay, but she didn't break anything. It doesn't look like she broke anything. But this is the aftermath. You can clearly hear the dog barking on command signal. See that? All right. She did use this. And yeah, she was hitting and banging on the door. You can see the banging on the door that took place right there. Okay. So she did bang on the door. You can see right there. Okay. That's damage. That's damage. So you can see the damage and look at what she's using. That right there is a lethal, very lethal. You can see it from right here. Okay. Now remember, this is what they're waiting for my ex-wife to respond in this manner. Okay. That could have been used on me. That's the reason why I ran inside my room. Okay. If you find yourself in a hazardous, if you think that your life is in danger, remove yourself. Okay. I'm here because I'm trying to make a difference, guys. Okay. Totally different. Okay. So that's what we got. Okay, we got the brain attacks. As I'm showing you what took place, it doesn't look like she broke anything. No windows were broken. But the damage to the wall right here is very clear, guys. Take a good look at the wall here. The damage to the wall of the door, you can see right here. You can see right there, okay? You can see right here. She was hitting very aggressive, the door, with that. See that? Very dangerous. That could have been me. Okay, see that? That could have been me. And remember, this is what the tunnel system officials want. They want some type of physical contact. They want some type of physical contact so they can arrest me. Even though I'm inside my room. This is what they're looking for, some type of physical contact. And I did upload a video when she did scratch my back on video. We uploaded that when she did scratch my back. See that? That's pretty deep. That's pretty. And this is a door. Imagine flash. Imagine if she were to hit me with that. Okay? That is what she used on the door. Okay? So you can imagine this is very dangerous. And it's called the game of manipulation for this reason, guys. This is it. You cannot deny what took place in this point in time. And this is the intent. The dog is no longer barking on command signal. The high frequencies are very, very high, extreme high level frequencies and electromagnetic field waves, constantly shocking the brain to manipulate me to stop recording. Okay? But this has to be documented exactly what took place May 6, 2026, Wednesday, afternoon at 2:22 p.m. Okay? What caused this? Well, once I responded by covering up the windows. And there's a reason why. I had a safety latch here. Okay? That's the reason she couldn't come in. I had a safety latch right here. I got it in my room. I have a safety latch here. That safety latch, if it wasn't there, if that safety latch wasn't there, well, that tool would have been used on me. See that? So that safety latch that I usually place here to avoid family conflict, to allow me extra time to remove the items from the window, actually saved my life. Okay? Because remember, if she would have walked in, she would have used that weapon on me. And this is a door, guys. And look at the damage that she did to this door. Okay, so my life is in danger because of obviously my ex-wife. Dog barking on command signal continues. Okay, so that is what's taking place. There we go. That is the Xbox game console. Oh, yeah. She did a number on the Xbox game console right there. There's glass all over the place here. See that? So that's what they're depending on for me to walk toward the window so I can slip, fall, and injure myself. Okay? And you heard the community gang stalking as well. Okay? You can see. You can see that. Okay? So that is what has been. Dog barking on command signal continues. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Dog barking on command signal. Are we done here, guys? I got things to do. I got things to do. All right, guys. Another one on the record books once again. 2:24 p.m. Wednesday, May 6, 2026. The aftermath of my ex-wife responding. Not just aftermath. We got her from the very beginning. You heard me rushing and uncovering the boxes, and that's exactly what I did. May 1st, 2026, Friday, after 4 o'clock, when the Tennessee officials came in ready to break down the door. Okay? That's exactly what I did. I uncovered the windows. And by uncovering the windows, once I did that, the police officers and the paramedics and the fire department, they left. Okay? Let's see what we have here. No dog barking on command signal. Are we done here, guys? Oh, look at that. 5139 is parked over there. Look at that. I didn't see that, guys. Okay, so here we go. We have 5139 Trap House. Okay, 5139 Trap House. Brother and sister. Driving the same make and model vehicle, right? Let me show you his sister's vehicle. I believe that's his sister's vehicle parked right there. There we go. So she's been instructed to park there as an act of provocation. Okay, remember, male or female, they participate in confrontations all the time. Okay, Homero Martinez is well noted for that. Okay, so there we go. The female confrontation parked right there. 5130. Dog barking on command signal. Are we done here, guys? And that's her brother right there. Okay? There we go. Right there. All right. I guess that's it. Going once, going twice. All right. We're getting ready, guys. At least we... and she also damaged... Let me see. She damaged... she did damage, but not damage that is going to be costful. She didn't damage the windows, okay? She didn't damage the TV, okay? All she did was, well, she did damage the Xbox game console and this right here, the vase. And this right here, and the door, of course, extensive damage to the door. And remember, the reason for the dog barking on command signal, they want me to walk toward the window, community gang stalking, and slip on the glass so I can call the ambulance on myself. See that? That's glass. That's glass right there. And I'm walking around on my sandals. That's not going to work out. All right, guys. So we're going to start cleaning up. Obviously, once again, I do not take this in a bad way. As far as my ex-wife's reaction and response, she has no idea. Okay, that's why I placed a safety latch in the beginning, and I told everyone the reason for that safety latch in the kitchen is to avoid family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust, anger. But I couldn't remove all the cardboard boxes fast enough. Okay, and the bright light harassment, even though it's a cloudy day, they are using truck lights right from next door. The dog barking on command signal clearly noted as to manipulate me to walk toward the window and show you the dog barking on command signal. But look at the glass, guys. Okay, remember the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, dog barking on command signal. I walk, I fall, and I end up calling the ambulance on myself, and I'm gonna get documented. Okay, because the fire department and the ambulance, they're gonna ask what happened here. Okay, so this is the reason for the dog barking on command signal, so I can slip, and the reason for the electronic harassment, constantly shocking the brain. Here we go. The individual 5132 has responded, and looks like that is his vehicle. Okay, that's the reason. That's the reason for the dog barking on command signal. That is his vehicle. That is his vehicle making periodic deliveries all year round, recreational facility, golf course. Okay. Now this individual, here we go. He's moving back and forth. He's moving back and forth. This is the individual in charge of 5132. He is serving customers, and obviously the construction workers are a big part of look at that. Who's moving quickly on command signal? Look at that. The senior citizen, same time frame. Same time frame. The senior citizen is moving at the same time frame. Okay? Well, I can't do much walking because of the glass, but that's the reason. On the phone, the individual at 5132 driving a different vehicle. There's nothing wrong with his gray truck. He was instructed to park here as Catfish, and he was instructed to walk that way at the same time frame that the senior citizen walked toward his vehicle. Remember, the mail carrier hasn't arrived yet, but he got the goods. He got the goods. He grabbed all the mail that was there, and obviously the narcotics were placed there previously. The mail carrier, there he goes again. There he goes again. Eye contact with the individual, the senior citizen. There we go. Mission accomplished. And he didn't buy nothing at the store. He's serving the construction workers away from camera view. Okay? We're not able to capture him going around the corner, because once I go outside and follow this individual, guess who's waiting for me? That's right. Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrest, court dates, order of protection, document a history of mental health issue, illness once I respond to the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment. There we go. Individual now is waiting. Time. 2:32 p.m. 2:32 p.m. Okay, now he's moving. Now he's moving on command signal. The senior citizen, and this senior citizen is a safety hazard. He has a heavy foot while driving. Okay, here we go. He's waiting for the command signal. There we go. We got him. That's him. He's off with the goods. And yes, he usually places the narcotics inside the trunk. Okay? That's the reason he was instructed to hide from camera view. That's the reason the young female sister 5139 vehicle, same make and model right here, instructed to park there. And her brother's right here. Okay, 5139 with a gunshot right through the front window. Okay, this individual, it will be serving customers directly from that white van. See that? That's the reason he's been instructed to park the gray truck there. So we may focus. Look at how I'm focused. I'm going to show you. We were able to capture the senior citizen on video. But we're going to stay here. See, I usually have the camera like this. Okay? By having the camera like that, he's instructed to simply park underneath my window. See that? Now, that's a setup. This is a setup, man, right here. He got some narcotics, and he's going to... You saw him returning back from the store. You saw him returning back from the corner. Obviously, he is serving the construction workers on site right there. On site, away from camera view. Okay? I cannot follow him. The police officers are waiting just for me. That's right. All right, there we go. This information is there. This is pre-planned, of course. They want to continue open for business. Town Assistant Mayor Larry Dominic and Machine. There's a reason why there's no police officers in the area as well. See that? No police officers. They were waiting for my ex-wife to call them. Okay? They were waiting for her. All right. Now, please share our information. This information is vital. If you do not want to be a victim of state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment, well, this is what it takes. This is what it takes. I have no problem getting arrested, guys. But remember, the only reason these police officers keep their distance is to avoid self-incrimination. All right, we're waiting for now, guys. Community gang stalking continues. Yes, my phone is compromised. Okay. Yes, I have a white phone because of that. Okay. And yes, they can hear everything. I need my privacy, guys. All right, for now, we're moving on. The individual has been instructed, no job, no school, wasting his afternoon. Clearly, a setup right there. That's where he will be making periodic deliveries right around the corner. He doesn't need no... Now, a lot of people said, I read the comments from time to time. People say, why are they parked underneath your window? Why don't they just park around the corner? Because this is a designated area for crime activity, okay? There's second character witnesses here, okay? So he can get away with selling narcotics right there, okay? But remember, from time to time, we do have individuals passing by that have nothing to do with second character witnesses, okay? So they're obviously, sooner or later, we're going to get witnesses, and they're trying to limit their what they're up to, okay? Okay, we do have a Uber Eats 5132. I'm not quite sure if he is the server. Okay. The female, his wife just came out. That's her. Right there. That's her. That's his wife. And obviously, she's not concerned with her husband being inside that van this afternoon. She's not concerned. She knows it is a family affair. She knows why he's there. He's making that money. He's making that money. All right, time. 2:37 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. The only reason he's parked here is because they thought that my ex-wife was going to respond. Sure, she responded. Sure, she did. But I'm still here. Okay? The only reason I'm here is because she's a pretty smart woman and she understands more or less what's going on. Okay? There we go. Looks like it's been canceled and he will be moving on. There we go. He's not going to get away. That's her husband right there. On video. And he didn't even talk to his wife. He didn't beep. He didn't come out. What did you order to eat? Nothing like that. Both of these individuals, no job, no school. And they have two vehicles inside the garage, a silver and a black vehicle inside the garage, 5132. That gray truck, nothing wrong with that gray truck, but it's been instructed to park there as Catfish. And obviously, when he, is that him again? Yeah, that's him. That's him again. Undecided where he wants to park. Nope, he's going to keep going. He's going to keep going. There we go. He's going to keep going. Now, the female behind him is involved in criminal activity. That's her right there. That's her right there. That's the female that is a client of the protein shake business, Carlos and Letty right there. She's been instructed to park from time to time right here. And both of them are leaving the same direction. You saw that? Both of them are leaving the same direction. All right, so there we go. He is serving customers, and he was waiting for the customer feedback and most likely waiting for the police officers to be posted for safe passage. That's the reason he was waiting there. He wasn't waiting for his wife. He was waiting for the police officers to be posted to avoid any implications. Okay, so the individual is gone at 2:39 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday, and the senior citizen grabbing the mail before the mail carrier arrives later this afternoon. And throwing the mail, as usual, inside the trunk. And the dog barking on command signal. Same time frame as the white van that he's using on the cover. And the building inspector passing by at the same time frame. Okay? The building inspector telling social officials at work. There we go. Still waiting for the police officers in the area. Still waiting for the police officers in the area. Going once, going twice. I guess not. See that? I guess not. They're going to keep their distance. All right, that's what we got so far, guys. I got to start cleaning up. I got a mess. 2:40 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. Get involved, guys. It is worth your time and effort. Please share our information, guys. It's very vital. And remember, the reason I must be documented with a history of mental health issue illness is to avoid long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues of radiation levels. This is the murder plot on my life. And there's a reason why so much time, effort, law enforcement, and especially misuse of public emergency taxpayers' funds, okay? That it's going to be needed when the flooding begins, okay? Let me repeat that. It's going to be needed when the flooding and the heavy rains come this summer, okay? What is Thomas's response? We ran out of funds. We don't have anything. Why? Because they spend all the money on me. Public enemy number one. That's right. Me. Moi. All right, we're moving on for now. You saw clearly what this individual is up to, and his ex-wife, not concerned. She didn't even say hi to her husband. Intentions are very clear. Why is he utilizing that white van? To avoid any suspicious activity. There's nothing wrong with his truck right there. See that? And that female right there, 5139, with a gunshot right through the front window of the basement, and her brother parked over here. There's plenty of parking here, guys. Plenty of parking. She has no reason to be parked in front of 5130. This is instructions given on command signal. Oh, moving on for now, guys. We want to hear the little doggy go bow wow wow one more time. Okay? I got to get back to my cooking and cleaning. 2:43 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday afternoon. Still waiting for the police officers to arrive. Still waiting for the police officers to arrive. And I know they heard me next door. I know they heard me next door. That's the reason for the safety latch I placed on the kitchen door, guys. Okay? If it wasn't for that safety latch, I would be in critical condition right now. You saw the weapon that she was going to use on me. Okay? Let me make sure you guys can see it as well. Oh, we got the bright light harassment. Here we go. Here we go. We do have the bright light harassment because the glass is on the floor. Now they're utilizing the bright light harassment as well. You can see it. You can see it. Okay? So they're utilizing the bright light harassment. That's the Xbox game console damage. And she broke the vase. I ran inside my room. See that? And this is the damage. There's the bright light harassment right there. Okay. Right there, bright light harassment right there. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Got my food. She didn't damage the door. She didn't damage the window. But that's the reason why I have the safety latch here. Okay. I'm going to show you the damage that she did to the door. Okay. You can see it here. Like that. Right. And you can see it here. Look at that. You can see it here. You can see the damage that was done. Look at that. That is very deep. And this is a oak wood. That's oak. That's not hollow. It's 100% oak wood. Okay? 100% oak wood. Okay? Can withstand. And that's the reason why you can see that right there. Okay? Remember, that was supposed to be used on me. The weapon, that's the weapon. That's the weapon right there. And she didn't break the window. But she was trying to figure out why I'm taking so long to open up the door. And, okay, so she took down the curtain, and you can see the damage that was done. Okay, this is Thomas's serial mayor, Larry Dominic, beginning of manipulation, daily from attacks to create family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust, anger. Very, very good. Look at how deep that is. Look at that. Look at that. You can see it now. Look at that. Imagine flash. Right. Imagine flash. This is serious. This is how they're able to deflect any suspicious activity that's going on. See that? And of course, the police officers in the area are waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrests, court dates, order protection, as if I did this. Okay? This is what the police officers are looking for, as if I did this. Okay? This is what they're looking for to document a victim with a history of mental health issues. Okay? This is exactly what they're looking for. The dog barking at command signal has seemed to stop magically. Magically, the dog is no longer. That is the weapon that she used. That's the reason reason I have a safety latch placed. Okay? That's the reason why I have a safety latch placed. Now, behind the murder plot, electronically, well, a lot of people. But remember, Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132, along with his nephew, Anthony J. Loder, they have a signed contract with the Martinez family for this specific purpose. Okay? Homer Martinez's wife is best friends with my ex-wife. Okay? So that's the reason she's been chosen as far as creating family house. And the dog barking after my signal, stop. And that's where the brother harassment is coming from. And I am cooking. Okay? The bathroom is covered up. See that? The bathroom is covered up. Extensive. Okay. So I'm gonna start cleaning. And another reason for the dog barking on command signal. So I slip and fall. Oh, here we go. The female didn't have enough time to walk, to drive away. We got her on video. We have her on video. Now, pedal to the metal. Pedal to the metal. She's gone. Oh, look what we have here, the police officer. Oh, wow. We got him. Look, she's no longer parked there. Taking advantage. I was giving you the grand tour of the damage, the aftermath after my ex-wife reaction in response to the windows being covered up and boarded. Okay? Now, obviously, when she came in, I removed all the cardboard from the window. She was upset that she couldn't get in time. She was late for work. Okay, so that's what happened. All right, so that's what we got. We got Thomas Cicero Police Department in the area and driving right behind the female, his sister, right there, 5139, with a gunshot right through the front window of their trap house in the basement. Children involved. And you saw how quickly she pressed the pedal to the metal and she was gone. Why? Because she was alerted I'm recording. She was standing there with the Amazon uniform on. That's right. On video. And you saw the police officer giving her a personal escort for a safe passage of narcotics. That's right. Not by accident, not by coincidence. We got them. Well, all the way in the kitchen, instructions were given. And that's another reason for the dog barking on command signal. See that? And obviously they're defiant because they knew I couldn't walk that fast because of the broken glass on the floor. I am walking with my sandals. See that? So that's what happened. We got them. There's a lot going on here, guys. That's why I don't drink and I don't smoke. You got to be mindful of what's going on. 2:51 p.m., May 6, 2026. Wednesday afternoon. There's a lot of moving and shaking going on. There's a lot. And obviously, Thomas Cicero officials have responded once again. The police officer on video giving special escort, safe passage to the female at 5139 West 24th Street in Laramie. His sister right there. He's up next. And she is wearing the Amazon delivery uniform to avoid any suspicious activity. They're delivering boxes of narcotics. That's right. There's a lot of narcotics in this area. Expansion in the workforce, guys. 5130. 5132. The dollar store owner. The candy boxes, teenagers and children. That's right. 5139. And trap house gunshot front window, brother and sister. You saw his sister driving away on command signal while in the kitchen. Okay? And 5135 right next door. The Martinez family, nowhere to be found. They do not want to be implicated Let's see if there's any activity over there. Let me take a good look. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's see if there's any activity. And the front door was open. Look at that. Oh no, she's back. Oh, there you go. He just arrived. Hey, no. Oh, there was. He just arrived. Yeah, he's right back there. Yeah. Hey, second year as a witness. See that? See that? Same time frame. No, now he's looking. There we go. And look at the reason he's moving. He's moving that vehicle. There we go. Moving quickly. This is a family's hat. And he is waiting right there. He's right there waiting. He arrived at the same time frame, and that's his brother right there. There we go. We got it. All right. There we go. Remember, they were right next door. They were just hiding the vehicles. That's where the brother harassment is coming from, right next door. Okay, there we go. Now they're just waiting for the command signal. There he goes. Social acting. Now he doesn't want to say hi. See that? Now he goes in because I went in. The brother is still over there. Warming up the vehicle as if it's below zero outside. It's nice weather, guys. It's not below zero. He's been instructed to create catfish. That's why he's parked right there. And he turned around and took a good look at me to provoke some type of confrontation. There he goes. There he goes. No job, no school, wasting his youth away as far as state fraud, mental health hospital entrapment. Remember, both brothers were instructed to provoke a confrontation just right now. Just right now. See that? That's the reason for both individuals, family members, to come out at the same time frame to see if I respond and go outside and engage. Okay? Parking right at my doorstep. Okay? Plenty of parking over there. Parking behind, hidden from camera view, blocking the driveway of 5130 on video. And what a coincidence that everybody came out once I went outside. See that? All this is being orchestrated right from next door. Signed contract with the Martinez family. and joint collaboration with Thomas Cicero Mayor, Larry Dominic, and Thomas Cicero officials. Remember, they're trying to capitalize on my ex-wife reaction and response to see if I engage. Remember, they're trying to get me to engage the police officer already passed by. Okay? This just took place right now. 2:58 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. We got him. We got him. I know what social acting is, guys. And you saw the individual clearly making eye contact with me. Eye contact is catfish. Bait, focus, follow, attention span. That's what eye contact means, guys. Okay? All right. 2:59 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. Another planned attack, guys. I can't believe it. Yes, I can. They're up to no good. Get involved, guys. It is worth your time and effort. Once again, ex-wife will be leaving to Mexico. Okay? She's retiring. Without a victim such as I, you cannot open up a state fraud mental health inpatient entrapment. Okay? You need someone to take the bullet. You need someone that's going to be able to tolerate the high frequencies and electromagnetic field waves, a breakdown of the brain tissue over time. That's right. This is a murder plot. And go on Tech Ingredients, YouTube channel Tech Ingredients. Subscribe to that channel, and you'll be surprised how the technology is being used on civilians of unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. We're ready. We're ready. Brother and sister, both brothers instructed to provoke a confrontation. No job, no school, well compensated with a brand new vehicle. I'm pretty sure if you guys Google the information of all these vehicles, you can find out their true income status. Okay? You can find out paid incentives, family vacation, home improvement, a Sam's Club card, unlimited, with food included, and vehicles. That's right, for transportation of narcotics. That's it. This individual has broken routine. Today is a provoke confrontation. You can see that right there. You can see that right there. When he's making transportations of narcotics, he's usually parked over here, or away from camera view, or around the corner. Not here. This, today, provoke confrontation. Working along his brother that has no business blocking the driveway on the yellow line of 5130 on video. And he took his time crossing the street. Remember, he was waiting for the command signal to cross the street as well. Because I was looking for him and I couldn't see him. He was hiding behind the bush, still trying to create some type of confrontation. And it didn't work out in their favor once again. We got him. All right, so for now we're moving on. I got a lot of mess I got to clean up. 3:01 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday afternoon. That's right, the aftermath. The screeching of tires. You saw that? The screeching of tires. See that? That is used from time to time as well. Burning rubber, they call it. And they do that, anything to create a panic among their victims. And the consequences, of course, are very severe on the doctor's care. All the scenarios you're witnessing here is going to continue within the hospital room setting. And the consequences are worse. That's right. Your medication will be intensified. Your medication will be increased. Okay? Your dosage will be increased. And this intensifies. What do we have here? Who is this? That's a construction worker. Construction workers. They are working around the corner. And that is one of their main customers are the construction workers working in the corner building. All right, moving on from now, guys. Getting ready.
Get involved. It is worth your time and effort. I'm telling you. We are working closely with Samantha Chapman, Channel 7 News, a young private investigator, and she has a show called. Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Open for business. Moving quickly. Moving quickly. On command signal. Look at the speed that she was instructed to go. Okay? She got the command signal, and that's her vehicle right there. She will be. Oh, I'm telling you, they've got narcotics all over the place, guys. The machine, Thomas Cicero Mayor, Larry Dominic, the machine. This is the reason Homeowner Martinez's son was instructed to provoke a confrontation along with his brother. All right, that's a female right there. She does come by from time to time, and obviously she's there to pick up the narcotics as well. Okay, 5130, open for business, trafficking, distribution and packaging of narcotics. Another trap house in the works. That's where this money comes from. There we go. That's where the money comes from as far as brand new vehicles, guys. Brand new vehicles. And I'm walking around with a shopping cart, guys. And no, I'm not getting paid any money from no one, okay? You cannot, because of the community family guidelines, okay? You cannot make money on this, guys. I'm telling you. But I'm doing this because I can, I care, and I want to make a difference. And yes, I want to give special thanks to the Salvation Army for giving me food. That's right. I am thankful, okay? I don't need a vehicle. I use public transportation, okay? And I use my shopping cart to do shopping. And I get $57 from Link. That's it. That's it. I cannot compare. You cannot compare to the lavish lifestyle these individuals are living, okay? Beautiful cars, guys. Beautiful cars right here, okay? And they can afford just to leave the vehicles there and rent another vehicle for trafficking. That's what they did with the gray truck 5132. Right? To avoid any suspicious activity. We're still waiting for the female. The female just arrived at 3:05 p.m., 3:05 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. The female has just arrived. Open for business. That's right. There's a reason why I'm here, guys. There's a reason why Thomas Cicero officials misuse of taxpayers' emergency funds. Okay? Being misused. And just wait till we get the flooding this summer. When the floodings flood out the basement, Thomas Cicero officials are going to have to answer some questions. What happened to the money? What happened to the money to help the taxpayers of Thomas Cicero with the flooding? Well, we spent it on public enemy number one, Miguel Rodriguez Jr. That's right. Or what was it that the police officer told my son? I recorded the interaction I recorded the statement from my son, Carlos Rodriguez, okay? He stated that Morano, the police officer, said that they're looking for, that it seems to be a prank call, is under investigation by Thomas Cicero officials and law enforcement, and they're looking for an individual that wants to hurt themselves by the name of Mr. Bravo. That's right. Here at this address, no Bravo lives here, okay? And as soon as the police officers arrived here, May 1st, 2026, Friday, at 4 o'clock, after the mob plan hits, Board of Education, District 99, female employee working alongside homeowner Martinez's wife, Catfish. Well, that was it. That was it. I responded by uncovering all the windows as far as the cardboard boxes, and sure enough, they all left. Okay? So if you don't want to be a victim of state fraud, mental health, hospital, inpatient entrapment, that's all you have to do is remove the items from the window. I did, okay? I did. But my ex-wife was upset because she couldn't get in, okay? She was late to work. And remember, the police officer by the name of Morano, called my ex-wife at work. That's right, at work, to create family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust, anger. The police officer told my ex-wife that someone wants to hurt themselves here. My ex-wife, reaction and response, she fainted at her job. That's right. We got her statement on video. Kitchen, talking with my my son and my ex-wife. Conversation. Okay, construction workers are arriving. Well, this is ongoing. We're still waiting for the female to come back out. Obviously, she's been alerted, and you saw how quickly she ran inside to avoid our camera surveillance. She was instructed to do so, and it's set on the victim's eye scope, okay? Remember, there's a reason why homeowner Martinez was instructed to park here. So, why? Because I placed my camera right here. See that? Now I'm waiting for homeowner Martinez. I've been preconditioned to do so. I've been preconditioned. There we go. Homeowner Martinez. There we go. 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 Once again. Here we go. Here we go. On the phone, with next door as far as the command signal. They have a garage, but they were instructed to create some type of diversion distraction here. The attacks continue. And she's wearing dark glasses. It's not sunny. There we go. Where's she going now? Where's she going now? There we go. Catfish. Bait, focus, follow, attention span. Okay, here we go. Bait, focus, follow. See that? Bait, focus, follow, attention span. Here we go. Now, brain attacks, as I'm giving you a play-by-play. Brain attacks. Bait, focus, follow, attention span. The silent alarm has been triggered. The silent alarm has been triggered. The silent alarm has been triggered. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. She turned the corner. Customers waiting away from camera view. She is making deliveries as well of narcotics. Homeowner Martinez making deliveries away from camera view. Now, why did she play around with this vehicle first? Because she wanted to bait me. Okay? She wants to manipulate me to follow her. That's right. And once I follow her, guess who's waiting for me around the corner? You guessed it. You guessed it. Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrests, court dates, order of protection, documented history of mental health issue illness once I respond to the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment. And that's exactly what that is. And that's the reason why homeowner Martinez's son was instructed to park here. Okay? Here. At my doorstep. At my doorstep, guys. And the female arrived shortly after. Both brothers, blue vehicle and the blue Jeep, to create some type of conflict. Okay? Both brothers coming out at the same time, having a little conversation, which is social acting. Okay? Social acting. All right. Here we go again. 3:12 p.m., we have homeowner Martinez participating in the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks. No job, no school. And she, obviously the dog was barking earlier. The dog was barking earlier, no longer barking right now. All right, he's back. The individual, 5132, snuck around. He didn't come back with the white van. Most likely he parked the van behind his garage. He returned back discreetly. See how that worked? See that? We got him on video. He returned back, and we have him on video leaving with a white van right here. That's right. 3:13 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. The individual at 5132 returning back, and obviously a change of clothes to avoid any suspicious activity. See how that works? We got it. May I say more? All right, still waiting. 3:13 p.m., May 6, 2026. I guess that's it. We have a lot going on. And the female, of course, is there for a pickup, but she is waiting for the command signal to drive off. That's it, to drive off. Is Homeowner Martinez coming back? We shall see. Okay. Remember, another reason for Homeowner Martinez playing around with her vehicle and catfish, she wants me to place the cameras like this. Okay. The cameras should be placed like this in this angle, away from, you guessed it, 5130, where the female is waiting patiently to drive away with the narcotics. This is a pickup. And you guys saw the police officers in the area. Moving on. For now, 3:14 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. Get involved. It is worth your time and effort. Watch this. 3:14 p.m., May 6, 2026. Tunnel Cicero Police Department harassment on video. And Larry Dominic, Tunnel Cicero Mayor, a disregard for public safety, a disregard for taxpayers' emergency revenue funds. And just watch when the floodings come in. The basements are going to get flooded. Let's see what happened to that emergency fund Tunnel Cicero is supposed to be using the right way. But instead, they're using over $1 million was wasted. May 1st, 2026, Friday at 4 p.m., public enemy number one, me. For providing a public service, guys. Trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. You can see these individuals are well compensated with new vehicles, no job, no school, living the life of the rich and famous. Okay? That's it. Homeowner Martinez, still waiting. She's still trying to bait me right around the corner. She's waiting for me to go after her. She must be out of her mind. Or she's probably hiding behind the bush right there. There's a reason why she's wearing dark glasses to avoid, she wants to protect her identity. I think it's blown already. Now we know where the dog barking command signal comes from. She's been documented already, guys. Are we waiting for this female? Watch this, okay? 3:16 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. Watch this. Okay, we're back. 3:16 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. Still waiting for the female. See how easy that was? We're still waiting for the female. 5130. We're still waiting. And we're still waiting for Homeowner Martinez to come back from around the corner. Clearly waiting for me. Waiting just for me. Entrapment purposes. Okay, so we already got the door on video documented. The damage is extensive. 3:17 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. We are focusing on that individual right there. She is making a pickup of narcotics, and the mail carrier still not in the area. Okay? The mail carrier still not in the area. And we shall see. Okay? And this is the aftermath of the confrontation that took place between two brothers. The four-door black Jeep and his brother parked blocking the driveway of 5130, clearly on the yellow line. Okay? They came out at the same time frame. I went downstairs to lock the door. On video. Okay, we're moving on. 3:18 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday, Thomas Cicero Police Department harassment and Thomas Cicero Mayor. Once again, disregard for public safety and taxpayers' revenue funds, emergency revenue funds. Okay, on video. This is Thomas Cicero Official, guys. We record what people don't see. We record what people don't see. There's a reason why I am public enemy number one. That's right. Over $1 million. That's right. Misuse of money. Just to get me. And I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. After my ex-wife reaction and response. I'm still here. You guys try and do this, okay? You guys try and do this. And your family members have no idea what's going on. Very similar to a comedian by the name of Howie Mandel. You have to deal with it, okay? Very similar. The only difference is this is a murder plot on my life, and they're trying to get away with it. Well, this is how they're trying to get away with it. If you want to get rid of somebody, you attack the brain electronically. If you want to get away with the murder, you have to implement the game of manipulation. Daily plan attacks, entrapment. Right here. Right here at my doorstep. And this is that. Oh, bright light harassment. Here we go. We got the bright light harassment. Knowing that there's glass on the floor to manipulate me to cover up the windows, slip and fall. And the ambulance will be documented me once I call the ambulance that I'm walking around with sandals, guys. Okay? So there's no way I'm going to be walking over there. But they tried to manipulate me to cover up the windows. That's the reason for the bright light harassment right there. Told you. Say it ain't so. Cloudy day. Cloudy day. Cloudy day. But we got the bright light harassment. All right. 3:20 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. Still waiting for the female at 5130. Moving in quickly as far as picking up narcotics at 5130 with Grandma and the Candyman. And that's the reason for the diversion of this Homeowner Martinez on video coming out, social acting as if she really needed to get something from the vehicle. And she trying to catfish me to follow her. And obviously the police officers are waiting for me around the corner. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. Moving on. 3:21 p.m., May 6, 2026, Wednesday. We got them.